wishing you a great day. It's lovely, yes, you are. We kickstart the Lagos this morning show with the newspaper's headlines review. But first, let's take you through some of the headlines making rounds in today's national dailies.
Federal government raises interagency task force on 5 trillion naira AMCON debt recovery.
Alright, minimum wage stalemate. Labour set for strike.
Not again. 320 South African returnees now to arrive today.
First Minister over failure to honor invitation.
Buhari dissolves Obono Obla panel.
Field tracking. Federal government moves to resolve DPR PF conflict.
Alright, these several stories this morning set before us on newspapers The Nation,
We have Nigerian Tribune,
The Guardian,
Daily Trust,
Daily Independent,
Vanguard.
Daily Times.
Okay, do we have more newspapers?
Yeah,
there?
West Africa Business News.
All right, I will bring you the juicy stories in a moment. Stay here.
LTM Show.
We begin with the Nigerian Tribune. Front page headline: Federal government raises interagency task force and 5 trillion naira AMCON debt recovery. The federal government has inaugurated an interagency committee to speedily resolve the challenges in recovering the over 5 trillion naira outstanding debt owed the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria AMCON. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo SAN inaugurated the committee at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, urging its members to turn the tide in what has been a rather difficult process, where debtors have continued to default in their payment obligations. The committee is headed by the Chairman of Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, Professor Bolaji Owasonye, as the Chairman. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Laolu Akonde, on Tuesday in Abuja, said 67% of the outstanding 5 trillion naira debt is said to be owed by just 20 individuals and entities. Federal government raises interagency task force on 5 trillion naira AMCON debt recovery. The story is on the front page, Nigerian Tribune.
Taking up The Nation newspaper front page, disquiet in presidency over Vice President Osinbajo, and the right have always complied with the law, says VP. The fate of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who President Muhammadu Buhari once described as a loyal deputy, was hanging in the balance last night. Professor Osinbajo has been more than just a number two, he has been the poster boy of the administration. A man of intellectual depth, Osinbajo speaks eloquently about the administration's economic policies. But on Monday, the presidency announced the replacement of the Economic Management Team, EMT, which Osinbajo chairs, with an Economic Advisory Council, EAC, to be chaired by Professor Doyin Salami. Other members of the new body are Dr. Mohammed Sagag, Vice President, Professor Odeojo, Dr. Shehu Yahaya, Dr. Yabo Masha, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, Mr. Bismarck Rewani, and Dr. Mohammed Adaya Salisu, Secretary. For more of that story, disquiet in presidency over Vice President Osinbajo. The stories on the front page of The Nation continued on page 7.
Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, minimum wage stalemate, Labour set for strike. But the writer accuses government of frustrating implementation. Workers in public service and government ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, are set for a nationwide strike over the delay in the implementation of the 30,000 naira new minimum wage. A joint National Public Service Negotiating Council, JNPSNC trade union side TUS, declared this on Tuesday. The council, which comprises all the trade unions in the public service, said there is a looming crisis in the public service as a result of the deliberate delay in the implementation of the new minimum wage signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari on April 18. Minimum wage stalemate, Labour set for strike. The story is on the front page, Nigerian Tribune.
Still with the nation, page 5. San, 8 others abducted in Delta. Gunmen have abducted a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, Chike Oyenama, in Delta State. The nation gathered that the senior lawyer was abducted on Monday alongside a junior colleague who accompanied him to the site of his properties at Otulu Junction along Bini Asaba Expressway near Isele, Asaba. Also, about 8 persons were abducted near the Ugeli Agahot section of the East-West Road in Ugeli North Council of Delta State, the nation has learned. The incident occurred at about 6:40 p.m. on Monday and lasted about 30 minutes. San, 8 others abducted in Delta. Story on page 5. The Nation.
Still on the front page, Nigerian Tribune. 2023. North intensifies plot to retain power. With the riders' cabal moves against Osinbajo may target his aides. Agencies under me always get approval from Buhari VP. Buhari dissolves one Obla-led pro panel. The main gist of the story is on page 2 of the newspaper. Details of a grand plot by a powerful clique in the presidencies to ensure that the North retains power in 2023 is beginning to emerge. Nigerian Tribune gathered that part of the strategies is to completely erode the powers of the current Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, in major policies and programs of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari for the rest of his second term in office. The clique is said to believe that it is necessary to curtail the rising profile of Osinbajo by making him less powerful and less visible so as to prevent the current number 2 man from becoming a major obstacle to the 2023 presidency project. Just on Monday, the presidency stripped the vice president of leading the economic team of the government as President Buhari constituted a new one that will report directly to him. 2023, North intensifies plot to retain power. Story on the front page continues on page 2, Nigerian Tribune.
Still with the Nation newspaper on page 8. The story reads, 26 years old, others tip as commissioners in Kwara. Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak has sent the names of 4 women to the House of Assembly as commissioner nominees. They include 26-year-old Joanna Nazua Kolo from Edu Local Government. Abdurrazak has also nominated a former managing director and chief executive officer of FBN Mortgages Limited, a subsidiary of First Bank PLC, Mrs. Falashade Omwaniyi, as the new chairperson of Kwara State Internal Revenue Service. She will succeed Professor Murtala Awodu, whose tenure expires at the end of this month. 26-year-old others tip as commissioners in Kwara. Story on page 8, The Nation.
Don't forget you can be part of newspapers headlines review this morning by sending us WhatsApp messages on 0805-897-5897. 0805-897-5897. We're live on Facebook, facebook.com/Eko.FM. Log on to our Facebook page. In the search box, type in Eko.FM. You can watch us live, leave your comments right there on the video. We're also on Instagram at Eko897FM, at Eko897FM, on Twitter at Eko_897FM, at Eko_897FM. On page 2, Nigerian Tribune, Adoke lied in his new book.